Hey guys, welcome to Muscle Rod Shop. I'm Brandon, and this week we're going to show you how the intercooler for the Demolition Ranch CUDA is built. Enjoy. Today is demo day. CUDA stuff. What'd you say? Hey dude, you're not a superstar, dude.
You only record the people that suck.
Ray's having a bad day. He's look how he's mad about everything.
I tell the truth around here, and people don't like it.
Ain't nobody lying about anything.
I tell it like it is, and people don't like it. People run away with it.
Today we are, hey, Ray, would you please? Today we are back on the demo car. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Ray? Jeez. We need an intercooler on the front of this thing. An intercooler. Here's the plan. Okay, so I can't really find an intercooler that's any good for the front. So we're going to make one. So we need it to go in that square right here, in between the frame rails and up to the bottom of the grill. And then this is gonna be our lowest point, is the bottom of this frame here. So, got a hold of Steven from Holden Brothers Diesel. And we got a Mishimoto core. It's a giant core. This thing is 22 inches wide. It is 10 inches tall. No, I'm sorry, it's 12 inches tall and 4.5 inches thick. So it is aluminum, and I'm going to make some tanks to go on the ends of this into the engine compartment. So here's the plan. From the turbo up here, it runs down this pipe, and right now it goes up the other side and over and into the intake. Now it's gonna come from here, and then it's gonna go straight to here into the intercooler, over in through the intercooler up the other side and back into the motor, connecting up to that one. So that one's gonna dive down into the front here. All right, this is the intercooler core. Look at how thick that thing is. It's a big core. So I appreciate you, Steven, for hooking us up with this. Now we're gonna mock it up in the car and figure out exactly how we're gonna make it. All right, so here what we're doing is we're gonna fit the intercooler. We can raise it up and down. Those jack stands I have are actually, they're from motorhomes. Those things work really, really good in this situation. So we're just going up and down with the thing until we get the right height and all. The PB blaster thing is so that we can get the bolts off. Those trucks had this, by the way, the frame is actually from a W350 Dodge. So those right there, those are just extensions for the bumper, and just, you know, taking them off. I didn't even know these things were even on there. I just want to show this because this is an old trick that people use a lot. When you don't have a breaker bar, you just put two wrenches together and you can pretty much break off any nut and bolt there is. It's cool to learn and see new tricks here and there. If you don't have a breaker bar on you, you can just use two wrenches. So what I'm doing here is the cross member has a lip on it that is just too big. That cross member is massive, so there's a lot of material there, so I don't have to worry about it. But that lip needs to go so the intercooler can fit in there. So that just gave me about an inch more that I could use to go back so that I can still fit that bumper when it's all said and done. You can see it fit a lot better. So where I'm pointing right there, we're gonna drill some holes because the bottom 3 inches or something of the intercooler would be going against a flat wall pretty much. The air won't go straight through it like it needs to be. So I'm gonna drill some holes here so that we can get that airflow in there and optimize it. And then this is a hole punch just to make sure that drill goes straight in the center every time. And that takes forever to do. And I found that maybe using some oil helps. So Paul came in and helped me out. That's his oil can he's had forever, and then this happened.
What happened?
Damn. Holy, what the hell?
That's a sharp bit. Grab hold of it.
Well, there you go. Oh, man.
I can
Here, you can have that back.
I can hole around the corner now.
Cut.
We're good.
So you can see how smooth it is afterwards. I mean, it looks really, really good. It actually does, it looks really good. I'm gonna clean it off with some wax and grease remover, get all that oil off of there, and then a deburr tool, go and clean those holes up, because those hole saws do not clean very well. You see, that's clean, and that one's not. I haven't done that one yet. And then this is an angle grinder with a roll lock. I think it's like 36 grit, 40 grit, works really awesome. Another deburr, it'll go and get all the stuff on the back end that you can't get on the front. And this is a big roll lock, and that pretty much just rounds out the front. And now it's all ready to go. You can DA that down and paint it if you wanted to. All right, so the next step on this is making the cans that go on the side of here. So that's gonna be, obviously, do our CNC. Is it CNC or CAD? Oh, CAD. What? Tony?
What?
What did you just throw at me? This guy, all day long. What did you throw at me, dude?
All day long, what? Doing your job?
No, you throw stuff. You don't do my job. You see this?
You don't do your job.
Captain Crunch does my job, but back at it now. So that's what this is for. This is gonna go right here. That's gonna be the shape. So inside and out. Had to kind of chop the frame down just a little bit for the clearance of having this in here. So we got clearance all the way through. Tony? Then a pipe at the end going out. It'll be identical on both sides for that piece. I already went out and you're next. What I'm gonna do now is take the plasma cutter and go and cut all these out, grind them down, get them all pretty. But before we do that, we're gonna go check on the other side of the shop and get a break away from this stuff just a minute and see what's going on over there. Tony, what are you doing today anyways? Oh, he's taping stuff.
Putting a puzzle piece together.
All right, so what Tony's doing right now is fixing this chunk of steel. So this came off the demo car, the 4x4 CUDA, and he's coming in here and remaking these ends for this, okay? Which is going inside of this car, which has no front frame rail, which is where that's going, so we can connect to the rocker panels and whatnot. Good job, Tony. Great. So coming into this side of the shop, we got this dude.
Hey, what's up, fellas and ladies?
He's a new guy.
F&G.
Hey, what are you doing anyways?
Putting in glass in a Nova.
Putting glass in a Nova.
Yep.
Sounds really, really fun.
It's not very fun because we didn't take it apart. It was like a basket.
Hold that thought.
Someone really didn't stay quiet on set.
Okay, as you were saying.
This car came in boxes. Mm-hmm. As you can see, the boxes are over there.
Yep,
I don't know if you
boxes
can
over
see them, but they're over there. We didn't take the car apart, so it's kind of difficult to put it together. But we'll get through it.
Yeah, it's looking good.
Also needs to be started. This car's never been started.
That is a weird looking intake on that thing.
That is actually a GM crate motor. You can buy it with a ramjet on it.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Damn, never seen that. Very cool. Doing a good job, Paul.
Thank you.
And then we got Ben.
Hola.
And Cole, which is fairly new. Just haven't been on this side of the shop in a while.
New guy Cole.
And they are replacing the transmission. What is this, the third? Fourth?
He chewed up his ring gear with his starter.
Yeah, so starter wasn't engaging right, so we put a new ring gear on it. Where's the old one? Is the old one around here? Yeah.
Yeah, where's the old one?
So we had to put on a new ring gear, so we're just getting the transmission stabbed in, make sure the clutch is aligned right, and should just plop right in.
Yeah.
In theory.
Yeah, in
One
theory.
would assume. Third time's a charm today,
Really?
I guess.
Cool setup.
Yeah.
6-speed,
Yep.
always fun. Really cool. Good job.
Thank you, Brandon.
No idea what we're doing that. What are we doing?
Power steering, power brakes, and swapping it from a 300 tree to a 700 R4.
That's awesome. Okay, that sounds
about
really
it.
good. Now music's coming and like, oh no, he left, okay.
Where was Vince?
What?
That was Vince, the FedEx guy.
Yeah, Vince. Vince? Oh, when you drive by, gotta cut the music down. Then we have this car in here. It got tubs and what's the,
Speed Tech.
is it Speed Tech, right?
Yep, Speed Tech torque arm. Differential's getting built right now at Twisted Axle. And it's got a Speed Tech Extreme front clip on it.
Oh yeah, so now we got these things cut out and no grinding, you know, just cut it out by hand, precision with the plasma cutter. It's amazing. They're all absolutely perfect. Okay, that's a lie. I ground down a lot and cut a lot too because I couldn't get it absolutely perfect by hand with the plasma cutter. But either way, they came out really cool. So let me explain this. This is gonna be the backside of the intercooler. Let me see if I can get in here and show you. Kind of like so. See where the pipe's gonna go? And that's gonna weld to that, all the way down. And then the pipe's gonna come through. This one will be the front side. Just like that, see? All right, so the reason why this one doesn't have a notch cut in it, like that one does, is because the pipe's gonna come through this one. Actually have a V-band clamp on the end, and then it's gonna come through like this, and then this one will cap that. Make sense? Kind of? And then this gets cut out so all the air flows in, and then I'll put a little round piece in it so it flows like it's supposed to into the intercooler. All right, so that does it for the welding on the backside. That's what this is the backside. This pipe here that you see, 3-inch pipe, is gonna get a V-band, like I said, and it's gonna come through here, and the V-band's gonna sit here. This side goes towards the engine. You had to use some pretty heavy gauge rod for this. This is a 1/8 inch rod that I use. All right, so what's next is I'm gonna cut the pipe that's gonna go in through here, the one we're gonna weld the V-band clamp onto, and probably cut this side of it at a 45. So we got our 45 cut. Looks good. All right, so now we got our 2 fresh cut pipes, and we can go put them in. All right, so you can see we got the V-band clamps welded on to the ends of the pipes that are gonna go into the intercooler and whatnot. So these have an O-ring, as you can see, and that just clamps right onto here with a V-band clamp, and you're good to go. So I put these on because just in case we don't want any, you know, boots between here and there, no idea what's gonna happen with that. So just for the hell of it, weld that onto there. We're gonna go ahead and take this thing and cover this angle right here. We're gonna cover that up. All right, so the next step on doing this intercooler is I really don't want this piece to be flat. I want as much room as I can get right here. So we're gonna angle this back just a little bit, the same angle as the grill, so that I have some room coming down, because there's a valence panel being built down here. There's just a ton of stuff being built on the bottom, including the bumper coming off and rolling around. So I'm gonna angle this back, like I said, the same distance or angle as the grill itself. So I'm using an angle finder, and we'll start at 90 and then come down to the same angle looking down this way as the grill. And it comes out at about 39 degrees. 39 degrees is what that is. You can see right here. So we're gonna weld this on, this piece, but you can see our inner piece already, which the pipe will weld to, and then come in, air will flow out this way and around out into the motor. Right here at 39 degrees, both sides, they gotta match. So then our bumper will come around, down, and a valence panel will come underneath all this stuff. So you'll see. All right, so what you're seeing here is that same pipe with a square cut out of it. So when the air goes in, it can hit that 45, and it kind of makes it flow around a whole lot easier into the intercooler. As you can see, when I do this, when the air flows in or out, hits that 45 and kind of wraps it around instead of having a square edge right here. So that's the whole point in cutting that out. And we're just gonna go ahead and tack this on. Then flip this intercooler over on the back side. And then I make the top, and I'll get that welded on, and then move to the other side. And this aluminum we're using is, it's 1/8 inch, I think 1/8 inch thick aluminum. And then we're gonna clean it all up. You gotta remember, aluminum is the most temperamental metal on the planet. This stuff is crazy. I've noticed that any dirt, or if you have a marker on there, anything, it doesn't matter, that metal will boil and blister or turn black, little tiny black spots in your welds. If it's not perfectly clean and wiped down with like acetone or something, it's screwed. And like I said, I like cereal box. So again, making shape here for the bottom half. And when we're done making the shape, I'm gonna go ahead and cut that out with my cardboard scissors. Now I'll just transfer this straight over to the metal. And there you go, it's all said and done. That stuff bends pretty easy. I just bend it all around a pipe. All right, so that piece is all done. My God, it took forever. It just took so long to do. Now, I am not a professional TIG welder by any means at all. I've only welded a handful of things with TIG welding, aluminum or stainless for that matter. But what I've learned came off of YouTube. So that's how it's looking so far. Oh, I don't know if this is good or what, but there's my welds. So that's how that piece ended up. I am good at shaping metal though. So that really helped. I got a really bad spot right here. I don't know what that's from, but well, I'm gonna get to the other side. I don't want to talk too long. I'm just gonna get to the other side and get this thing done so we can get it put back in the car and make brackets and mounts for it. The mounts are gonna actually weld somewhere in here. What in the world? So the mounts are gonna go right there. Yeah. Still gotta do the other side. You can see it's empty. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay guys. Finally done with the cans on the side of the intercooler. So this is what we got sitting in the car. Sitting in the car now. Huge intercooler. It's pretty big. Now, you can see where it sits and how it's going to sit. See, it sits right between the frame. Then I'm gonna have little tiny brackets come out and a plate put on right here so that this intercooler basically just sits on a rubber piece, and then we'll tie into the core support up here for the top. So just to put it in, you just set it right down on here and then put a couple bolts in, 1, 2 on the other side, or 1 on the other side, and then this intercooler is in for good. So you see this pipe right here, which goes up and over to the intake right now, that is just gonna go straight into here. And then on the other side, it'll end up going from the intake down and over into that one right here. Once all these wires, all this is for the lights, believe it or not, all of this wiring goes to the lights. These headlights take a lot of wires. You can see that our intercooler is just about there, aside from the brackets. And then this thing is said and done. So. All right guys, we're gonna take a little bit of a break from this thing. It's getting kind of crazy. All I gotta do is finish some brackets on it and I'm completely done with it. But one thing I wanna do with you guys right now is I have a box that just came in I'd like to share with y'all. They came in from Bunker Branding, where we do our t-shirts. There you go. And I didn't actually wear this today because of that. It just so happens to be. And by the way, probably one of the best shirts they have. It's just awesome. Bunker Branding, where we have our shirts made, Muscle Rod Shop shirts. They sent me a little box and I'm gonna open it with y'all. All right, so we have, what is this? Man crates, hell yeah. It says, Brandon, thank you for an amazing year. Hope you have many more to come from the Bunker team. At least one person out of 7.4 billion thinks you're great. Oh, that's really nice. All right, what do you got? Pretty cool. Man crate box. Comes with a little pry bar. About to tear this thing up. Sorry, shaking the camera now. What do we have? Damn, the thing's packed in there good. All right, from Bunker Branding. Whoa, hold the phone. There's glass in there. Woo. I'm keeping these. This is a cup holder. It comes with cup holders. Look, check that out. Look at that cup. Is that badass or what? That's a cool cup. It says Brandon, made in America Muscle Rod. 16 ounces of greatness. Look at that. That is cool, man. You can't beat that. Bunker Branding. Stepping it up. And what's this? Where's all the money? No, I'm kidding. All right, let's see. Oh, damn. That's really, really cool. Check it out. That is nice. Very nice. Man, you can't beat that. That's some quality stuff. nicer than most of the stuff in this shop, man. That's pretty badass. Bunker branding, everybody, Matt, guys, everybody, thank you so much for this. This is very nice. This is super nice quality stuff. And these are definitely going home with me. I appreciate it. And thank you for everything that you guys do at Bunker Branding, doing your shirts and all that stuff, man. You guys make some really good quality stuff. If you haven't checked out Bunker Branding, which I'm pretty sure 50 million people probably have, if you haven't, go check them out, bunkerbranding.com. And we also have shirts over there too, just in case you're wondering, at Bunker Branding. Just let you know. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna end it here because it's probably a long video right now. Thank you very much for watching. If you haven't liked and subscribed this video, if you think it's worth it, please do consider subscribing. That'd be greatly appreciated. So, till next time on this thing, I had fun making it. It's my first intercooler, any kind of cooler at all, actually. Yeah, so first one. And hopefully I got a lot more to come. So, thanks for watching. Y'all have a good one. It does make it taste much better with that logo on there, for sure. 100%. You guys rock.